Hi everybody, it's I Heart Sushi, here to tell you today about my Invisalign experience. So, I've done Invisalign 2 times, meaning I've had impressions taken and having them do all the trays twice, and I'll tell you why in a moment. So, Invisalign are clear, invisible aligners that you change out once every 5 days to once every 2 weeks, dependent on your orthodontist or dentist, to gradually straighten your teeth in place of traditional metal braces. So when I first became interested in Invisalign, I went to a couple of dentists and orthodontists, and they all told me, you're not a candidate. And kind of broke my itty bitty heart, kind of sad about that, but I thought I'd try one more place. And so I checked out this place called Cosmetic Dental Associates here in San Antonio, Texas. And the orthodontist was wonderful and super enthusiastic. He said I definitely could be a candidate for Invisalign. I did have a challenging case, but he was willing to try it and he thought he could be successful. And what I didn't know at the time is there are different levels of expertise for Invisalign. So the orthodontist that I ended up with, Cosmetic Dental Associates, they are one of the top tier Invisalign providers, meaning he's best suited for a complicated case like mine. So why is my case complicated? Other than my overbite, I also have a lot of crowding that was even much worse before my treatment, and that is why the other providers did not want to do my treatment. I will say this, both dentists and orthodontists can do Invisalign for you. But know that there is a difference in expertise, and if you want my personal opinion, you should definitely make it a priority to find an orthodontist to do your Invisalign treatment. It's not just the trays that are important that are going to be sent from the Invisalign company. It is the expertise of the orthodontist to know how often, for your case, you need to change out your trays. And that's their call, whether it be 5 days or 2 weeks or somewhere in between. Things like shaving your teeth in between trays, all kinds of things. And so you want the most expert person in that, of course, because if you straighten your teeth, you only want to have to do it once and you want it done right. So with that being said, after I decided on that orthodontist, it was about a year before I could actually financially get around to doing the Invisalign. I went in and they took impressions with this really gross purple gel. It is yuck, right? But it's only for a few minutes. They send your impressions to Invisalign, and Invisalign sends your orthodontist or dentist, if you so choose, a box of these. Each one of these has one of your tray aligners in it, and it will say this is your 10th aligner out of 41. Some people might have 10 aligners, some may have 41 like me. It definitely varies, just like with traditional braces. Some people wear it a couple of months, some people a couple of years. Very similar to traditional braces in that way. So your orthodontist will give you a few of these each visit, depending on your orthodontist. He may give you 3, he may give you 5 each visit, or it may vary because he knows that you need dental work in between, so he might give you 1 and then say come back. So then inside of each of those are your clear trays called aligners, and they have, if you ever get them confused, the number, whether it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 44, on the tray itself, so you know that this is tray number 9. And so they'll send you home with these. Ideally, you will put them in for the first time or change them out to your new one at night when it's time for you to change them, because that way you can sleep through some of the discomfort. And they pop in and out really easy. So let me show you that right now. Voila! Just like that. So they pop out really easy, and that was part of the problem with me the first time I got Invisalign. They come out so easy, and I had some sensory issues with having plastic in my mouth, and I would take them out to eat and maybe put them in my tray and really not want to put them back yet because I didn't like the way they felt, and so inevitably I might throw that whole tray away at McDonald's and then be fishing in the trash for my dental appliance. Yuck, right? There's all kinds of ways to lose them. They do give you compacts to put them in, to store them in, but to be honest, I lost those too. And so it's good once you get your compacts to make yourself a little kit with mini toothpaste, a little toothbrush, and floss, and have everything you need in one little kit for your Invisalign. Just makes things so much easier. I didn't do that the first time around. I just would stuff toothbrushes and stuff in my purse because I'm strange. So eventually I lost so many of them. He was working with me, the orthodontist, because I'd lose one and then he would try to find a way to compensate for it so I could just move on to the next one. But eventually I had lost so many that you couldn't fit the next one in. And so we had to discontinue treatment. He really did try to help me out as best he could, but in the end I had screwed it up way too bad. So fast forward a year or two in the future, and I decide, I really want to do it again. I want to be committed. It's really important to me to have straight teeth. So I went back, and he was super sweet and only charged me what I believe to be his cost for the Invisalign, and for that I am very, very grateful, because I'm not sure that I could do the whole cost from scratch again. So I did both times. I did it on a flexible spending account card from work. So if you don't have great credit and you really want to get braces, one of the ways you can do it is getting a flexible spending account through your job. If there is an interest, I can totally let you know, do a whole video just on using a flexible spending account to pay for your Invisalign. It's kind of a painless way because a little bit of money comes out of each paycheck. But there are a lot of do's and don'ts with that, so if you want to know more about it, if you plan to try to use it, comment down below and I'll do a video specifically on flexible spending accounts, which are awesome. So in any case, I went back, we had impressions made again, we started from scratch, and we're going to move forward. And so I've been using my new trays. I haven't been losing them. Do I wear them perfectly? No. Do I wear them the 23 hours a day? Not so much. But I do try to keep them in as much as possible. My orthodontist recommends, even though Invisalign says not to, he recommends I just go ahead and eat and drink with them on. There are some things where it's comfortable to eat and drink with it on, and some things where it's not happening. There are times where I don't have access to brush my teeth after eating, and so I have to make a judgment call. Do I just kind of like rinse my mouth out with water and maybe find a cup of water and swish this around and put it back in? Or do I leave it out for hours before I get back home, then to put it back in? What I've been doing is just putting them back in, even if I haven't had an opportunity to brush my teeth, and then as soon as I get home, I'll brush my teeth. So that is one thing that has been very helpful. I do recommend that if it comes down to a choice between putting them in or not putting them in, just put them back in. Just do it. Just do it. It's the right thing to do. So anyway, that's my Invisalign story, or my struggle, or my journey, however you want to call it. I kind of hesitate to call it a journey because I think the term journey is so overused on YouTube and in social media. It'll be like my weight loss journey, my toenail painting journey, everything's a journey. It seems like a little serious, a little much, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a journey because it's a thing to do on YouTube, so I'm just going to do that thing. But anyway, yeah, so if I had to do it again with the Invisalign, would I? I don't know. I might go with traditional metal braces. This is where knowing yourself really becomes important. If you know you're forgetful, if you know you lose things, if half the time you don't know where your car keys are, I recommend that you really think long and hard before getting Invisalign. They do make, my friend has traditional metal braces, but the brackets are clear. So they make those now where all you see is the thin metal line that holds the brackets, but you don't see the brackets. That's pretty cool. So if you're somebody who this might not be right for, that might be an option. But just again, you don't want to be spending all this money for Invisalign, not following through, losing them, or not being able to finish it. So just really be sure that that's what you want to do before you do it. I won't say I regret it. I think life would have been a little easier if I would have just done metal braces. I would be probably done by now. My teeth would be straight, but it is what it is. I'm okay with them now. I'm putting up with them, and I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the plasticky feel on my mouth. It's a textural thing for me that just doesn't work. But they might be perfect for you. So everybody's really different, just some food for thought, and thanks for watching. If you want any specific details about my Invisalign, please put them in the comments down below. And also, please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you can see my future videos. Thanks guys, talk to you later, bye!